Unlimited fam, I didn't see you over there. Okay, I'm BSing. Of course I saw you over there. I'm recording this. Hey, today I want to talk to you guys about standards. We're going to do a quick video, less than 5 minutes, I promise. And it's going to be enlightening. I hope that you're going to really go, wow, I didn't think about that. All right, coming up. All right, fam. So what do I mean by standards? Have you ever went to eat at a restaurant and had horrible food and you go, man, I don't like the food, but you don't say anything to anyone about it. You just kind of accept it. Or maybe you've had horrible service somewhere and you just kind of accept it. That's what I'm talking about. Standards is, I feel like we've lowered our expectations of each other and humanity, and by doing so, we've lowered our own expectations for ourselves. Does that make sense? I could end the video like that. I could just say, you know what, that's what I think, and you guys self-reflect and see if that's true, but I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail. So when we start lowering standards for ourselves, acceptable standards, right? So we've said, you know what, I'll just accept the bad service, or I'll just accept the fact that they didn't do a good job somewhere on my car, for instance, and just move on. Instead of going, no, I'm going to hold you to the standards if I'm paying you to do something, right? I'm gonna send the food back because it's not the way I think it should be. And look, you have to have reasonable standards, reasonable expectations, but we've all had this experience. We've all had a bad experience at a restaurant or servicing our car, and a lot of us have just walked away. And so, although I think this is not a good thing, I think it's deeper than that, because by doing so, right, by doing so, you lower your own personal standards in your own life, right? You start accepting things that, well, can be improved, right? If you can improve upon yourself, if you can improve upon the way you do things, if you can improve upon your knowledge, but you start accepting a lower standard of that. You start accepting lower grades in school. You start accepting lower standards in life, in relationships. So this transcends well beyond just going out and having a dinner somewhere, or, you know, going to an amusement park and having bad service or a bad encounter with someone. That way beyond that. That's surface level. I'm talking deep stuff, right? Because when we start lowering our standards for everyone else, we can't help but to lower our own standards. They are intertwined. They are the same, right? And so when you start lowering your personal standards, you start accomplishing less in life. And you start thinking that your goal, instead of 100%, is 80% achievement, right? This whole fake it till you make it thing. I hate that. I hate that model, because you haven't made it until you've actually done 100%. And so that creates issues sometimes, I'll tell you, when your expectations are high and you're set in them. And I'm not saying that everything in life is perfect. I know otherwise. However, my standards for myself and others are 100%. So, anyways, quick video, just to be a little self-reflective, just to think a little bit about your personal standards, things that you're accepting, and maybe you should increase those standards, okay? And start accepting a little more in your life, right? Start achieving a little more in your life. Because when we start accepting low standards from others, we start going, well, if I did 50%, it's okay. If I did 70%, it's okay. I did it at least. No. Set a standard, set a goal, achieve it. The end. Peace.